Hi everyone, it's svgcoop.com and we are back to work on our box for our newest mini album for our beach theme. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a shadow box on the top of our box. So you're going to cut 4 pieces of the file that looks like this, and then you're going to also be cutting a trim piece. And I cut an 8x8 piece of acetate. I got thin acetate. I thought it was a little bit heavier. It's not, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but it should still work. And then you're going to, when you're doing this piece, you're going to actually want to select the photo that you want to go into the shadow box, because we're going to be getting this thing in and you're not going to be able to get anything out of it once it's done. You're also going to cut a background piece for inside the shadow box. And this mat is also included. It's a double mat for a 4x6. And then you're also going to have a piece that looks like this, and it's all 4 sides, and it's gonna have score lines around it. And then you're gonna have another scored piece that looks like this. And I actually cut this little thing out. You'll get this SVG file. It says Beach Life, so that's gonna go on with my picture. So we're gonna get started. All right, so what we want to do, we're going to start with one of these squares that has the hole in it, and we're going to glue down the acetate. So basically what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the white sheet away and lay this on top. And I'm going to take some score tape, and we're just going to line this right up along the edge of the acetate. Okay. Like that. And it's going to serve 2 purposes. It's going to help us stick the next square on top, and it will also hold the acetate in place. Okay, the last side here. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a little rub. And then pull the tape off. Okay, and then what we want to do is we're going to layer another square on top of it, but you want to make sure, since you've got the double stick tape here, if you use something else, that's fine, but once you lay this down, it's got to go on right the first time, so there's no, you can't really play with it. Okay, all right, that worked out well. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take these other couple of layers, just to give it a little extra thickness. So we have 2 more layers here. So I'm just gonna, or 3 more layers here. Just gonna get these stuck together. Okay, I'll give that a rub. Now, this is not the ones that has the acetate on it. This is just 2 extra squares. Just gonna pull the tape off here. again, I'm just going to carefully line this up. Might be a little bit hard to see because it's black on black. Oops. That's the problem. I'm trying to get this thing to lay just right. That's okay, we're going to cover that up. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and you're going to have score lines on the inside and the outside. So we're just going to fold these all towards the inside. Okay, and I'm going to fold it on the score lines on the outside. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get these two glued down together. I'll put some score tape on here. And yes, mine got a little wrinkly here, so definitely want to be very careful with laying these down. This score tape is fast sticking. But in the interest of time, normally I think I would recut that and do it, but I definitely think you get the idea of what you're supposed to do, and now you know something you're not supposed to do. So lay this down very carefully. Okay, so we pull this up. Okay, now I'm going to lay the layer with the acetate on here, this time much more carefully, because I do not want this part to get messed up. And I guess if you hold it and roll it, that'll be better to make sure everything lines up nicely. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stick it inside. Let's see. Here. Okay, before I glue that down, I just want to work on this a little bit. Okay, so you're going to have the piece that has the score marks going like this. So what we're going to basically do is we're going to fold, the first fold in towards us. And then we're going to take the second fold, we're going to fold that out away from yourself. And you can use your bone folder if you want to get nice crisp lines. I'm just going to use my hands right now. Okay, so this is basically, then you want to prop it up a little bit. This is basically going to sit underneath our thing like this. But we need to decorate it first before we do that. So that's where these are going to come in. So first I'm going to get my background paper laid down inside there. I'm just going to get some glue. Let's see. Let me just go grab a different glue. Hold on. Okay. So I'm just going to put some glue around the edge here. Okay, I'm just going to get that glued inside. Okay, and then I'm going to put my photo like that. So I'm going to get some glue on here. And of course you could put anything that's sort of lightweight inside your shadow box. You just don't want to put too much because it won't, it'll be strong enough, but it won't be strong enough to hold too much. You could do things to make it stronger, but basically I just designed it to hold a cute photo and a nice little extra SVG here, embellishment. Okay, so I'm going to use my little beach life here, and I'm just going to, I want to add some foam tape to it. So let's see, I'm just going to stick the score tape to the back of the foam. Quick and easy way to make your own. And I just get like the sheets of foam and cut and make my own. It's like, it's cheaper, it's easy, you know, versus using the foam squares. You could put tape on a whole bunch of them at once and cut them if you wanted to make little foam squares. But, okay, so I'm going to just put some tape on the other side. I tell you, I'm loving this score tape. It's the first time I'm using it, and I love it. Okay, so I just want to put this kind of here. Gives it a little dimension. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, before we get this glued down, I'm going to turn this over. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this set inside like that, so it looks like a nice little shadow box. So I think I'm going to do, because I want this to look okay underneath, so I'm going to put the tape, score tape on here. Make sure that's lined up good. Give that a little rub. Okay, I'm going to do the opposite end. Okay, get that glued down. Okay. Okay. And then the last side, get that glued down. Okay. Okay. So there we go. It's the top of our shadow box. And then I want to, I'm going to put the decorative piece on the outside like that. So I'm just going to put some tape on. Okay, so I'm just going to go right around the edges here. Sorry, I want to stay on camera here for you. You can use glue if you want to. You don't have to do it this way. This is maybe a little bit slower, I guess. But it seems so easy. Now I think before I stick this on, I'm just going to grab our box really quick. Okay, so now this is going to sit on the top of our box. So what we want to do is we need to, before we put the trim on, remember we have these pieces with the stick on it. So what I'm going to do is I want to get this from inside first. So I'm going to fold this with the tape going outside. And you can pick which way you want your shadow box to open. It can open from the right, left, top, bottom, whichever way. I think I'm going to have mine open from the right, so it opens like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit this down, put the box up like this, get my lid in there, and I'm just going to leave about that much space in there. It's about a 1/16 of an inch really. And I'm going to stick, actually let me trim this a little. Okay, hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to stick the crease into the hole here. And keep that about the right distance here. It's really easy for it to move, so you just have to do this as carefully as you can. Let's see. push that down like that. I know that's hard to see because it's black. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put one on the outside as well. So I'm going to take another one. And these are the 9-inch strips, or 8.5 inch. I can't remember. I'm just going to lay this right over. So that's going to lay there like that, and that's going to help our book to open. I'm just going to put it in our box here. Okay, so then you're going to have a couple pieces look like this. I actually cut 4 out of these, and you're going to have some strips that are smaller too. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to this side. So first thing I need to do is glue these 4 together. So I'm actually going to just use glue this time. And we'll put some decorative paper over this later. Just want to get really the base of the box together first. So I'm just going to hold that together like that. And glue the next one down. Before we put the pattern paper on the outside of the box and the outside of this piece, we can add a magnet so that it will close by itself, which will be nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to have 2 pieces that are going to be the same length as the long side of this piece. So what I want to do is I'm going to pull the tape off of, actually let's see, how do I want to do this? Alright, I'm going to fold this with the tape on the inside first. Pull the tape off of one side. And so the sticky side I'm going to stick to the base first. Okay, and then I'm going to pull the tape off the other side. See, I'm getting that off there. And I'm going to stick that to about the middle there. Okay, and just to secure it a little more, I'm going to put another piece on the inside as well. And it's really the same way we've been doing it. So I'm going to fold this backwards. Get this right in there. Okay. So now you can see we have like this lever. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so silly. I just laid down on my decorative piece on top. Silly, silly. Okay. See if I can rescue that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, so anyway, so this is the bottom. So you can see now, once we put the magnet on there, our box will have a little lift. We've got this nice shadow box on the top. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to save this, and I'm going to put a little something on the top corner here to fix it. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, folks. I'm going to have to actually cut this again because I ruined it, but I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to, this time, use glue to put on this piece. This is a trim. Oh, let's see. My glue started to dry up already. Goodness sakes. Okay. There we go. I'm using glue because clearly, as much as I love the score tape, it's causing me a few problems. That's good for you to know. And the glue will be a little bit more flexible when putting this on. So, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to get this trim on here. Top of my box. Okay, I think I'm gonna like that. All right, so next thing I want to do is I'm going to put the magnets on the side here and get it so that the box will stay shut. So I'm just gonna go grab a couple of magnets and I'm going to cut the trim pieces for this tab here. And then I'll be right back. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so I went back and I cut the trim for the outside of the box and the two sides of our pull tab here. And the other thing is I ran and got a couple of magnets that I'm going to use for the box. So what I want to do, start with the magnets, I guess, first here. So I ran these through my Xyron, so I'm just going to pull this clear film off. And I'm going to put the first decorative piece on the outside here. Okay. Then I'm going to grab some glue dots here. What I want to do is I'm going to put one of these glue dots on the back of my magnet. So you can see I have the magnet here and it's just stuck there because there's a magnet on the other side. So what I want to do is have it stick to the other side of this. I'm just going to put the glue dot there like that. Actually, maybe I'll put two because these are big magnets. Okay. And I'm just going to get the box to line up where I want it and stick that. Oops. Alright, I'm going to stick this where I want it instead because this does not want to cooperate. Okay, so then I'm going to cover that up with the second piece. Like that. Okay. So now, okay. So that's going to stick like that. So I need to get a glue dot on this side with my magnet. Okay, So that's stuck on the inside there. You can see that right there. Okay, so now the box will automatically close. Okay, so then I've got these 4 sides with a trim. I'm just going to stick these to the outside pieces of my box. So now this is our box that's going to house our mini album. So we'll open like this, and then you'll be able to pull the album out from inside the box. All right, thanks for watching. Next project we'll be working on the album itself. We'll be right back.